Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kind of a quick improv video right now. As you can see, I'm home, and today is October 29th, 2025, and I wasn't supposed to be home right now. I was supposed to be in LA. I got a whole story to tell you, but basically, man, let's talk about what being on a world tour is really like, okay, everybody? So, I'm home. In case you guys are unfamiliar with what's going on, I just got home from Japan and Australia. I just played several shows on the other side of the world, and I just got home back in Philadelphia last night. And I'm incredibly jet lagged, kind of sleeping, but not really, all confused. But I wanted to make a video and do a little bit of a recap of my first time touring and playing shows literally on the other side of the planet. And just, I want to share my experiences with you all, okay? So, what's it like? It's wild, everybody. The logistics and the planning and the coordination is the craziest thing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys could probably infer. And I'm somebody who started out as a YouTuber with a hope and a dream and a camera. And now I have firsthand experience of what it's like to be, I don't want to say fortunate enough. Yes, fortunate, but I worked hard enough to get to the point now where like I'm touring all over the world. And I'm literally a professional guitar player, and YouTube's like my second gig anymore. But yeah, just I can give some insider's perspective of like starting from here on YouTube to now doing the literal dream job. It's so cool, and it's so weird to even just say that out loud. But let's just talk about the logistical craziness that it is, okay? So this was my itinerary. Philadelphia to Nashville. Nashville to Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver, Canada to Osaka, Japan. Osaka, Japan to Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo to Brisbane, Australia. And then drove all over the country for a little bit, and then I started doing more flights, flying into gigs in Australia. And I flew from Melbourne to Adelaide, and then Adelaide to Perth, then Perth to Sydney, Sydney to Los Angeles. Then I did some work in Los Angeles, which I'll tell you guys about briefly, a little vague thing. While I was in California, I was there for about 2 days of work. I can't say for what, but if you guys are, keeping tabs on me, like it's kind of obvious right now. If you're paying attention, did some work there, and it was cool, man. Really, really excited to announce that when it gets unveiled. Dream gig, dream job. And it's right there. It's about done. I'm going to be home writing demos for the record that is going to be coming out in 26. It's the coolest thing, and I'm so honored to be a part of what I can't talk about, but just wait patiently. I promise you, trust me, it's going to be amazing. I love the people behind what's coming up in 26, and we'll just see where it goes, okay? So we just got to sit pretty, wait patiently, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. And then Los Angeles to Denver, and then Denver to Philadelphia. 12 flights. I was on 12 flights in 3 weeks. Dude, jet lag to the max. There was days where like I literally had no idea what time it was, what day it was, where I was, when I was. It was just day. It was just time and day. It didn't even matter. And that was just some of the craziest experiences I've ever had in my life. That's like the main overarching thing that I can share with you guys of what it's really like. You just don't know where or when you are. And if you have family and friends back home, wherever that is, obviously East Coast here in the United States, trying to coordinate with my wife of like where I am and when I am, and like how I could coordinate to talk to her. It was very challenging. It was fun for us, and she's the best, and she's just a great sport about it all. But it was challenging nonetheless, for obvious reasons. Like I would say goodnight to her here, and like that would be my like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then she'd go to bed, and then she'd wake up, and I'd just be getting done playing a show. It was so backwards. It was crazy, man. Next thing with logistics is trying to get a SIM card to work for your phone. I had to buy 2 SIM cards for like week passes in Tokyo or in Japan and then in Australia, to where like I had data and I had the ability to communicate and use my phone back home. That was very frustrating. It was an easy fix, and technology's come a long way where it's like not that big of a deal, but just trying to figure out like okay, I need Wi-Fi so I could buy an eSIM, and then I need to tell my phone that this is the eSIM that I want to use while I'm in country, and then turn off my primary phone back in the States so I'm not getting hit with insane phone bills and stuff like that. Then when I fly into another country, you have to do the same process all over and over. Very confusing. It's just like a lot to figure out for the first time. And our team, the Elijah production team and TM and stuff like that, were very, very good. The manager's really good at all that stuff. So they helped me out along the way. If they weren't there, I don't know if I'd be able to figure it out as easily as I did. So those are just some of the main logistics. Obviously, the currency exchange rate is very confusing. Making sure you're spending, adequate money for things like the yen to dollar conversion is like, it'd be like, I don't even remember what it was, but it'd be like 30,000 yen for like, $20. It was hard to comprehend. In Australia, it was a little bit different as well. So those are just some of the logistical things that were just really hard to comprehend. But we haven't even talked about the shows. So the show in Tokyo was so amazing. There were several people that came up to me specifically in the audience and said, like, dude, I've been following you ever since your start on YouTube, and now to see you here playing shows and like having your own brand and like you're a hired gun and you've got other endeavors, that was so cool to me, to be able to meet people in Japan and just be able to communicate and have them explain that to me. It was very humbling. Is not even the word. It was just amazing. It's the best way to describe it. Like literally amazing. Just what a gift from life, to be able to say that. And there's this one kid in particular, a 17-year-old kid, was super stoked to meet me. Was bummed that he couldn't buy my baritone, my signature baritone from Cerberus. So I let him play it, check it out, took pictures together, and then, even took pictures with my Jackson soloist that I was touring with. That was like my drop C guitar. So like memories like that, I will never forget, man. And then Australia, those were the big shows. We were playing like anywhere from 500 to 1,000 cap room. Brisbane was amazing. The last show in Perth was amazing. Just so cool, man. And the same thing, people were coming up to me like at the merch table or something like that and just saying like, same thing, like they've seen me on the internet, and that just meant so much to me. Those experiences I'll never forget, and that is just so cool, to put it mildly, so cool to have that memory with those individuals, being all over on the other side of the world, to be able to connect with people through what I do right here, right now. It was amazing, man. And if you can't hear, talk about, I guess, one more logistical thing or just experience. I finally got sick. I went almost the whole 3 weeks without getting sick, but then I did catch a little cold. I think I was in Melbourne to Adelaide. I did get a little cold. And that is very on brand with me because, dude, like back in the day when I was touring with For the Fallen Dreams, I got sick every tour that I did. And then I had a little good run going, but I finally did get sick, a little common cold. And that's just me. And I just think I have a little bit of a weak immune system because even back in the day when I was traveling, playing baseball and stuff, I would just get sick. So anytime I get out of my comfort zone, out of my element, out of my routine, I just get sick. And I think it just chalks it up to just my immune system because I eat right, don't drink, don't smoke. It just happens. So that's just, it's funny at this point. Like, it's not funny to be sick, but it's very on brand with me. And then I guess one last thing we'll talk about is like guitar playing itself and, the act of traveling with gear and then just playing shows all over the world. It was very stressful. Just hoping, for one, that my guitars would show up in the new country or the city 4 hours away when I have a show in about 8 hours, hoping that my guitars arrived and that they arrived not broken. That was always stressful. So my Jackson soloist, the orange one, and my baritone, I only traveled with 2 guitars. They made it. They made it back to Nashville. They're actually in Nashville right now. Yeah, dude, like that was just such a stressful thing. Then traveling with the Quad Cortex and then traveling with my picks and my strings. Traveling in the United States is already stressful, but then if you have to fly your gig to gig, very, very stressful. Hoping that it all gets, there in one piece. And then, yeah, that was just stressful, man. So everybody, I guess that's everything I could say, what it's like to tour internationally. Stress, lack of sleep, lack of knowledge of time. Wild times. Thank you to everybody who came up to me in any of those cities. Tokyo, Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Perth. I love you guys. And LA as well. I love you guys. it was really cool to make those memories with you all. And just thank you guys so much, man. I've got, 4 or 5 days at home. I want to do everything and nothing at the same time. So everybody, thank you guys so much for stopping in today. It's a little pit stop on my world tour. Thanks for checking in. I love you guys. I love making content. And this channel will never die. It'll never go anywhere. But, I think it's obvious now where, like, being able to do what I've always dreamed of has taken precedence over YouTube. But it's just amazing where I can always just come back to this channel and hang out with you guys. And it just means a lot to me, okay? So, all right. Pit stop's over. I got to go back to work. And yeah, dude, if you guys are coming out to a show in the U.S., come say what's up, man. I love you guys. I'm going to be bringing out some cool guitars, some cool new outfits. It's going to be a lot of fun. Elijah's got a brand new record out. We're going to be playing a lot of the new stuff. It'll be fun. All right, everybody. I love you guys, man. I really, sincerely love you guys so much. You guys are the best. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Love you guys. Later.